Let's go next to our caller from the 916 area code. 916, you're on the air.
Hey, David, can you hear me?
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, this is Anthony out here in California. I was recently reading a New York Times, editorial or whatever, and they were kind of outlining the different paths that would happen after the Mueller investigation. Well, if they don't find anything, it ends there. If this, etc.
Right.
One of the paths that they said would end in a constitutional crisis where the Republicans just refuse to do anything at all, which actually kind of seems likely at this point based on their reaction to what's been happening.
Yeah.
Can you kind of outline what would happen in that scenario?
Well, you mean the logistics of it or what the consequences would be?
Well, just more along the lines of, well, how would we actually get any kind of justice?
We wouldn't.
If Mueller does go to Rod Rosenstein and says, hey, these are the charges, whatever collusion or whatever money laundering,
Right.
or, campaign finance, whatever it is, he broke the law.
Right.
And then the Republicans say, no, we're not going to do anything.
Unfortunately, probably nothing happens. That's why there's one very simple solution to this problem, and that's called voting 5.5 months from now. That's the solution, because your concern is exactly right. You are completely correct in asking this question, and it is, under most scenarios, extraordinarily likely that nothing will happen, even if, because remember, the FBI special prosecutor can't actually say that someone is guilty of a crime, right? They are investigating, and then they say, here's what we're going to be indicting for, and then you need a trial. And that, so no matter what it is that happens, it's not just up to those doing the investigation to say X person is guilty of a crime. It would be X person, we believe, committed this crime based on this evidence. Let's indict them and try them. And that's why there's only one path forward, Anthony, and that's voting in November so that Democrats take over the House and Senate. That's it. I wish there were more to it, but that's it.
Do you think that Mueller is holding off on ending the investigation until after the 2018 elections?
I have no reason to think that that Robert Mueller is making political considerations when it comes to the timing overall. I think the timing decisions he's making are, what's the order of who he interviews? What's the order of the indictments that he announces on the basis of who does he think might flip and assist and cooperate with future parts? Right now, I have no reason to think that he is deliberately slow playing this to see if Democrats take over the House and Senate. But it wouldn't be a crazy thing to consider if you were Robert Mueller, for sure, if you want to make sure that your work is not going to end up being thrown in the trash can effectively. Anthony, thank you for the call. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.